Hey my friends, it's your friend Kevin. It's wonderful to have you here. I'm grateful to be here. Let's get right to the Divine Daily Blast, shall we? Here we go. We are in an angel numerology 10, which reduces to a 1. So for me, the number 10 is divine wishes. And the number 1 is ambitious dreams. So I've said this week because it's the second time this number combination has popped up in a few days, only because we changed months. A 10 is a bit like the dark moon. Anything's possible, and anything is possible, and everything should be considered. Then when it reduces to a 1, it becomes what your magical new beginnings are about. The spark of creation, joyful wishes far beyond any kind of financial abundance, the allowance of the third eye center to go to work and start visualizing what it is you want and acting as if it's on its way, it's coming true. Now, a number 1 angel numerology day works with Archangel Uriel, Raziel, and the power of Jupiter's expansion. So focus on positive details in your life and be ambitious and energetic. Now, if you're a number 1 person like me, you're determined, brave, a go-getter, strong, full of originality. You work with the divine masculine and you govern the energy of the angelic number 1. So you can also pull on the 9 of cups, because the 9 of cups is the significator card for the 10-1 energy. What else can I say about this? Not a whole lot. Now, the moon is moving through the sign of Scorpio, not quite out yet. I mean, I would say the moon travels in through each sun or each sign about 2 or 3 days. And as the moon harmonizes with the lunar nodes, now the lunar nodes are the north node and the south node. And everybody's lunar nodes are different depending on where the moon was traveling through the eclipsing sun, like that sun's energy, at the time of birth. But generally, the lunar nodes are harmonizing with the moon. So this signifies that we should tune in to our intuition, particularly to take a look at whether or not we feel and we believe that we're on the correct path to move forward, to go to where we're going 6 months from now. Does it feel right that there's some shifting, changing happening that would help you move forward? Or are you at the point where you might say, I do not want this to continue for another 6 months, I've had enough of this? Meaning what your life path destiny is. This is where the intuition kicks in and has a little chit chat with us and says, you know, you might be better off if you tried this or you tried that. Have you thought about bringing some more creativity into your life? Have you thought about doing some writing? Have you thought about changing your circle of influence? That kind of thing. Now, the other part of what the moon message is for today is saying, if yesterday's energy was a little rough, a little tough, there were sparks of frustration for me, nonsense, static, things that I just really wasn't willing to deal with, irritation. I've said many, many times, when those moods come up, when they're triggering, then I get somewhat creative or I get somewhat organizational. I clean out a shelf, a closet, I put things away, I tidy things up, I go and look at what do I need to get to remove. That helps to shift the energetic mode. Now, it's not easy for some people, particularly if people are going through renovation, changing house, moving, going to a new home. where your physical life is altered, and that's happening to a lot of people all over the world. It's not easy to switch gears and get out of frustration. However, changing the environment that you're in, going somewhere natural, the woods, the beach, the mountains, somewhere where there's a vast change in natural habitat. When I'm saying things like the beach or a lake, although this time of the year in the northern hemisphere those places are crowded, the mountains not quite so much, maybe a little. Take yourself out on a ramble if it's not too hot. Those kind of things shift the environmental energy that shifts us out of that stuck space. But it's also very much an invitation from your guides and your angels to take a look at where your destiny is going. Are you satisfied? Now, let's go on to my isms before I get carried away on that other tangent. I am in deliberate creation mode. I am magnificent. I magnificently manifest my future right now. That could almost be a song. Things are always working out for me. You could add to this one, things are always working out for my highest good. There is nothing I cannot do that doesn't turn out perfect. These are the kind of affirmations that should cause all of us to take a mental step back into when these things really did happen. So you've got receipts, you've got references, you've got something to land on. Above all, in all of this, in any of this, a 10-1 day, wherever the moon is, the harmonizing with the nodes, should always be playful and creative. That's how things shift. That's how things move. You know, in the springtime, birds get creative, making a nest, getting ready to, hatch chicks. Animals come out from hiding. They start to forage for food. All that kind of thing. Right, let's hear from our guardian angels. We are omnipresent, so we can be everywhere, anywhere, all at once. Don't hesitate to ask for our help with any task, big or small. There is no limit to how my guardian angels can assist me. I can ask for angelic help with anything I need. That I can attest is true. Simple. Thank you, guardian angels, for shifting me out of my mind space. Thank you, guardian angels, for being with me today. I feel your presence. I know you're there. And thank you for teaching me what I need to know. Thank you for revealing to me where my greatness is. Thank you for revealing to me what my future should be. Show me in my dreams how I can live a perfect life. Those kind of things shift us out of the humdrum of where things are. It's interesting. I had a conversation the other day that brought up some of the political things that are going on, which we really can't avoid. I mean, it is what it is. It's a little bit like sports, spectator sports, whether it's baseball, basketball, soccer, or in England they call it footy, cricket, any of those spectator sports, tennis, all of them. It's shown on a grand scale. People see it, they're aware of it. So it's really challenging to avoid it, particularly when there is a polarizing attitude or energy that goes with it. Polarizing being one group and the other group. Well, you can take it further and look at how that's an opportunity for education, not an opportunity for disparity, if I'm making sense. I hope I'm making sense. And that's when your guardian angels pop in to let you know everything's going to be okay. And I like to look at the phrase, people can change their minds anytime they want to. It's the idea that they're doing something wrong by changing their mind that is the issue. Just because someone thought a certain way on Monday doesn't mean to say they can't be influenced enough to change their mind on Wednesday. But let's face it, things change all the time. We have to be flexible and adaptable. This is where the light beings come in. The light beings tell us, create space for learning new. Well, in the learning new, sometimes we have to disengage from what we learned before. Doesn't make what we learned before wrong, because sometimes what we learned before took us where we needed to go, brought us where we were supposed to be, and now it's changed. I like that. What else can I learn about this? What else can I learn about that? There are many things, skills, that I'm learning myself at the age of nearly 63 years old, that if you told me to learn this in my 40s, I wouldn't have had time for it. I probably wouldn't have been involved with it. Probably would have said, that's just ridiculous, I'm not getting involved in that. Serapis Bey is here. Paradigm shift is happening, activating us, encouraging us to grow and make whatever necessary changes we can. Follow the light. Accept what is as being part of the greater part of who we are. Gertrude and Beatrice, they're definitely with us, encouraging us to keep going, being playful, singing rhymes, getting into Irish blessings is what Gertrude is doing. Beatrice is just along for the ride. I'm shuffling away, you two. I'm looking for a card, a blessing. Oh, is that it? Sovereignty. Oh! 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 So, the Queen of Sovereignty. She's the fairy queen of personal power. And her message, very, very, very distinctly, is saying, you cannot, should not, and must not allow anyone, anything, or any situation to take you from your personal power. You have the power of the great divine masculine, the power of the great divine feminine, and with this card, the power of the sovereign queen that is telling you to be regal, to stand in your success, to claim all of your gifts, if you will. They're also encouraging us to be autonomous within our own domain, and to understand that only us, you, me, us together, can know what's right for us. That's what sovereignty means. Know what's right for you. It goes very much along with where you're being asked to check in with your intuition to see if you're on the right path, if you're where you're meant to be. If you are looking at something in a not so possible direction, look at something that is possible. And do your best not to be worried about what you think someone else may feel, believe, or think about what you're doing. Feel the embrace of your sovereignty and be empowered by it. The Fairy Queen is urging us to be in our personal dignity, reminding us that we are all born sovereign beings. Yet as a result of the human experiences, our circumstances, the people around us, we don't always believe it. She says it matters not where you were born, who you were born of, not your past, not the place you came into the world. She's saying that sovereignty is within us, part of us, our essence, our chi, our DNA. And we can make and we can break whatever rules we want to. It goes back to changing our mind. There is no limit to how my guardian angels can assist me. You can even ask, I want you to assist me in my own power and my own sovereignty. It's not excuse, it's not impulsiveness, it's not irresponsible. It's just a way to manifest your personal power rather than giving it away to other people. You manifest sovereignty by knowing that you can make the decisions about what you want in your life at any given moment without feeling guilty. What is for the highest good of other people in your life sometimes may not be the highest good for what's in your life. That's also sovereignty. And the best way to work around it, if you do have those concerns about what I'm about to do may be seen as a certain thing for other people. I mean, this is so important. Whenever we're learning to grow, whenever we're learning to expand, and think about times when you may or may not have decided to go to a collegiate school, or take a course of study, or date somebody, or move into an apartment or a house, or buy a car. Everybody in the world has an opinion about what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. And I'm sure you can think of times in your life where the choice that you wanted to make, that let your heart sing and your face smile and you feel with joy, wasn't in alignment with what somebody else thought you should do. Now, setting aside folks who say it wouldn't be my choice and I'm really urging you to do this, sometimes those things are beneficial. But I'd rather the beneficial lesson be something I learn, not something somebody else pushed upon me. And I think with that said, it goes along with everything. The paradigm shift of Serapis Bey, the light beings asking us to learn something new. If learning something new is you taking the step to get into your own personal power and your personal sovereignty, if that's learning something new, then you learned a lesson today. With that said, I'll close it off. Thanks for liking, subscribing, encouraging us to be bigger, better people. Bye for now.